What if you could build a football team using only giants? A goalkeeper standing nearly 6'8", defenders towering over strikers, midfielders built like basketball players, and a strike force capable of winning every aerial battle imaginable. Today, we're assembling the tallest Premier League 11 ever. But here's the real question. Would this team actually dominate the Premier League? Or would height become its biggest weakness? Let's find out. Starting in goal is the tallest player ever to appear in the Premier League, Costel Pantilimon. Standing just under 6'8", the Romanian goalkeeper looked almost impossible to beat from close range. When he joined Manchester City, opponents quickly realized they weren't shooting against a goalkeeper. They were shooting against a wall. At nearly 6'6", Kristoffer Ajer is taller than many center-backs, yet he's comfortable playing on the right side of defense. A rare combination of size and mobility. Nicknamed the BFG, Mertesacker made defending look effortless. His positioning often meant he didn't need pace, because he was already exactly where he needed to be. Standing 6'6", Jannik Vestergaard brings pure aerial dominance. Crosses, cleared, set pieces, defended, winning headers became second nature. Most players his height become center-backs. Berge became a Premier League full-back. At nearly 6'6", he proves size doesn't have to limit versatility. Elegant, physical, underappreciated. Nzonzi combined strength with technical quality. His long stride allowed him to cover huge areas of the pitch effortlessly. At 6'4", Berge offers something rare. The physical presence of a defender, the passing range of a midfielder, and the composure of a playmaker. Things didn't fully work out in England for Franco di Santo, but at over 6'4", he brings height and unpredictability to this giant attack. Few players combined elegance and height like Georgios Samaras. Standing 6'4", he often looked awkward, until the ball reached his feet. Then came the magic. Nicknamed the Big Tree, Lacina Traoré stands nearly 6'8", one of the tallest outfield players ever seen in elite football. His Premier League career was brief, but his size remains unforgettable, and leading the line is the obvious choice. Peter Crouch, the Premier League's most famous giant. At 6'7", he scored over 100 Premier League goals, proof that height alone isn't enough. Skill matters too, and Crouch had plenty of it. Now comes the interesting question. Could this giant 11 compete against football's greatest teams? They would dominate corners, win aerial duels, and terrify opponents physically. But modern football demands mobility, speed, pressing, technical precision. Height is a huge advantage, but football has always rewarded balance. The tallest Premier League 11 ever assembled would be one of the most intimidating teams football has ever seen. But their story reminds us of something important. Football isn't won by height alone, it's won by talent, intelligence, teamwork, and moments of brilliance. No matter how tall you are, how many trophies do you think this team would win? Could they challenge for the Premier League title? Or would modern football expose their weaknesses? Comment below and join the debate. And if you love football history, rankings and unique football stories, subscribe to EB Sport News, because football always has another story to tell.